much of a wreck or anything. That is the lifestyle they live there in the bush, and they enjoy that, and they are happy. They don't have a recession happening to them or economic crisis and all that. They are going on happily. You understand? But if you believe and submit to Jehovah hold you to this law. He will hold you to this law that you should make sure that you don't eat animal blood. But this is precisely what the group or the new generation of Christianity do. They always do things opposite to challenge their faith. I'm not the only one, or in fact, exactly like what I do now, trying to define or establish my God, or try to establish my faith and try to make more my faith built in a materialistic sense, to see the action, to see that there is response coming in. It's like it's not right to be hanging in there and just having faith. What is faith if there is no meaning or works that comes out of it? There is no meaning to that. You want to have faith, you want to have works, you want to see the meaning to the faith that you have. There will be some applications of things happening, And so that's what happened. Most Christians are in that same thing, especially the Western state, of which the challenge is there. The attitude is that it's like they say don't tattoo, people will even tattoo more. If they say the Lord, the things that the Bible say, they do that to challenge it. They do that. The character of the disobedience is quite beyond. You understand? But if you claim to be a Christian, you owe it to yourself to be very obedient. So the very issue of problems that are coming onto humanity and all that, or let's say those in the dominant Christian sect who claim Christianity, your problem is not any other but the very God that you sort of claim to be following is your problem, because you are disobeying him, and he also has become a snare in your life. And that is the problem. That is all there is. When I see a Christian or a Muslim or anybody complaining of devil and all that, I just want to look at them and tell them, what devil are you talking about? You're calling your God devil, or what are you calling? Who do you think is the devil? Who is the devil? The devil himself, if there is a devil, he is made by God, or he was created or invented by your God, whether mentally or physically. If your God told you that this person is your enemy, is a devil, he becomes a devil to you. If your God never told you that I was an enemy or a devil, that by reading the book, because that's the only way I think you've heard from God, or a voice told you that I am a bad or an evil person, would you have seen me and considered me to be an evil person? No. You would have taken everything normal. Even if we had argument or anything, you would have considered it as okay, and embraced it and just move on and find ways to resolve issues and move on. But the evil side comes in when you have your faith in someone who sort of have distorted your mind and about somebody, and you picture that person that way. So we all have longer hairs. The Christian, the Muslim, the Buddhist, everybody have got a guidance that points finger at each other. So we it's up to you to sort of come to deduce, to sort of define the faith very well and see whether it does give you that sense of being able to achieve a very peaceful life. But I don't see that from anywhere. I don't think so. I don't think that is what this is really about. There is much more to it than that. So that is the and as I said, if you pass from 13 and you go to 14, the laws there then tells, it says, you are a children of the Lord your God, and shall not cut yourselves nor shave the front of your head for the dead. For you are the holy people to the Lord your God, and the Lord has chosen you to be people of himself, a special treasure above all the peoples. You are you are on the face of the earth. You shall not eat any detestable thing. These are the animals which you may eat: the ox, the sheep, and the goat, the deer, the gizzard, the raw deer, the wild goat, the mountain goat, the antelope, the mountain sheep. The food that you are supposed to eat, now he is giving them what they are supposed to eat. Split into two parts: the chews and the cord among the animals. At some point he will reveal you the things that you are not supposed to eat. So the whole chapter 14 reveals all that. Even though at some point they'll be allowed to eat. God can do as he so please. That's not a problem. But not just only the Jewish people who have these laws. Even in the Quran, it is admitted in many occasions, many times that they also have got these issues about food and what to eat and what not to eat. As I said, they relate a lot to the Jewish people. And in the Quran, it reveals that somehow they are supposed to sort of, let's say, in the Quran, it is revealed to them to make them think in some of the tests, to make them think as if the Quran has got an issue where it came to replace the Bible. It's like a message from Allah or Jehovah to come in to tell the Jewish people, the Islamic people, the Muslims, that hey, the Jews, we're okay. We told them that they had to do that. The rules were there, but they were just doing it to themselves. So you people should be advised in exactly what it is that we are telling you people that you must follow. So the Muslim will think that he is very obedient, and as long as he say obedient, he's got a better chance than the Jew. So it is clear in the statement of Islam in terms of food, as well as it is in the terms of we will check all the Islamic side, which talks about food in Surah 2, 168. Surah 2, 168. It says here, O ye people, eat of what is on earth, lawful and good, and do not follow the footsteps of the evil one, for he is to you an avoid enemy. Okay. In 169, verse 169 says, for he commands you what is evil and shameful, and that ye should say of God that of which ye have no knowledge. In 172, verse 172, it says, O ye who believe, eat of the good things that we have be provided for you, and be grateful to God or to Allah, if it is him ye worship. In verse 173, it says, he hath only forbidden you dead meat. Okay, he has forbidden you dead meat and blood and flesh of swine, and that on earth. And the flesh of swine, that's a pigs, and that on which any other name hath been invoked besides that of God, that of Allah. Like a meat that has been blessed, but not of the name of Allah or the name of God. You shouldn't eat those meat, those food. So you can imagine that there's a lot of things. That is why we have Muslims normally believe in halal, or whichever way they choose, or kush meat. They have their own meats that they come up with. Some of them mainly because they don't want the animal to struggle before death, and also they strain it according to their satisfaction in the directions in the book. But whichever way you go, you don't want to suffer an animal from dying. My literal and my layman's understanding is clear. I've said it before. Just become a vegetarian. You don't hassle anybody's life. You even become more holier than you trying to, cut the throat of an animal in certain ways that you will reduce the pain. What pain is it? One is dead. You're killing the animal. A sharp pain or a slow pain does not make a difference. You really want to keep animals and give them their life and prevent them from fear or, of running away and all those pain coming upon their life. Become a vegetarian. Don't struggle yourself. I don't know how you're going to cut some animal's head and make it painless as much as you can. I mean, what's the point in going through all that? I mean, to my view, that's what I think. You should become a vegetarian. There are foods that veggies that have got all the nutrients that meats have got as well. In fact, too much meat recently, I've told that it has got some consequences